Have we started yet? Not yet.
Yeah, we started.
Oh, here we go. Hello.
Hi guys, this
Hi.
is an MBT exclusive
Live.
live.
Live. Finally. We got it right. We together. We're doing it together for a change.
Yeah.
It's a special occasion. That's why.
What's the occasion?
Champions League final, and tomorrow is Conference League final.
It's today.
Today, yeah.
It's today.
I get confused with it.
No, because they just decided, hey, let's move the Conference League
It was supposed to be
next.
Thursday, no? And then
Yeah,
yeah, to Wednesday. It's Conference League.
yeah,
So today night is the final.
yeah,
West
yeah.
Ham final, and West Ham representing English football, and Fiorentina representing Italians. The Italians. Roma disappointed as an Italian force in one of the finals. We thought all the Italian teams would take.
No, we also had a feeling that maybe might be the year of the Italian teams because of those that predicted. Oh, the last time Napoli won a league title,
Everybody won.
everybody won, regardless.
Now everybody's getting dropped.
No, but that's wishful thinking now, considering the fact that Roma played Sevilla. If it was any other team, I think Roma would have won it.
The way they played, though.
No, like it's Sevilla. Even you guys struggled against Sevilla.
I guess so.
Yeah, Sevilla are like the kings of the Europa League, so they deserve to win it. And I think one thing that we can say about the 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 Europa League is that even though it's not the Champions League, it was actually a very good match to watch. But I think the only thing with Roma is that they let themselves down, like they were leading, and then they kind of just
Too defensive for me. Mourinho just the pragmatic days are over.
No, I feel like you can be pragmatic, but you have to be proactive at the same time.
Yeah.
So like you have to make the most of it. You see what Roy did with Crystal Palace. He's probably the most pragmatic manager, but he uses it effectively because he has fast players. When I see Mourinho's team, he's having freaking matches in midfield, and then Smalling is there for whatever reason. Wijnaldum is
all these old, washed out footballers.
like I think he wanted to do like what he did with Inter, where the average age of that team was 35 at that time.
But the
quality
was
was
way better than Roma.
immense. Yeah, it was immense.
Roma, it looks like he had players that have injuries
Mm.
and players from teams that they weren't really starting.
They were like rejects.
Exactly.
They were all rejects, and like I feel like I wouldn't say it's outright the reason because I mean I feel like Sevilla have a better team, even though the manager had so many questions.
Mandiliba.
Yeah, like he had
that name, bro.
Yeah,
Mandiliba.
Yeah, so like yeah, he had like his performance in the league was awful. Like they were in bottom half now. So I guess,
but he's in the Champions League.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Someone lost their place in Europe now, so.
Who would that be? Liverpool?
No, they did that to themselves.
Yeah, they did.
Can't blame Sevilla for that. But no, like someone, like when they do the, because they still do the playoff rounds or whatever, for those teams that are like in the lower ranks of Europe. So they have to still play that Champions League playoff, and those teams will make it now because of Sevilla. So kind of sucks.
So okay, that's Europa and Europa Conference out the way.
But now we had to talk about
the Champions League,
and but let's start with West Ham.
West Ham and Fiorentina. I'm just gonna give a quick prediction. Yeah, West Ham have had a relegation-based season. We weren't doing well in the leagues. They survived thanks to United not being serious on that day. United would have made things worse for West Ham to beat them. But anyway, um, I think West Ham. It will be brilliant for West Ham if they win. But in terms of the big names like Rice and them, how will that influence their decision going forward if West Ham win this? I think West Ham will win it though. I don't know why. I have a funny feeling that West Ham will take it,
Normally, when a small team, sorry to say,
quote unquote.
no,
Or
they are small. They're not.
now there's more.
No, no, like no, but compared to Arsenal United, they're not a big club.
Yeah, they
So you know when,
below.
yeah, so when they do something like win a cup, win a trophy, or overperform in the league, what normally happens is see what happened at Villa when
Mm,
they did really well. They sold Grealish.
mm,
So probably normally the best players always go after that because they sort out now.
mm.
So like yeah, I think the benefits of West Ham are there, but like they're only temporal.
It's true.
And the thing is like they're not. This is probably their first European campaign, a successful European campaign.
Mm. It's
Even
not
if
a
they
it's not a
even
success yet.
no, even if they lose it, it's still massive for them. Like West Ham have never been in a position like this.
One day in like the Europa League semi-final last season.
But they didn't go to the finals, did they?
Yeah, but I mean, they made it far. Like I never expected West Ham to do that. Bruh.
Yeah, but where did they finish last season?
Isn't it higher than they did this season?
No, much higher. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
again, they're not significant. Like if it was Arsenal, United who were in the Conference League final, which God forbid that
Oh, in the
happens.
Champions League, we cannot. This competition is they just thought about it 2 years ago. It never existed. Mourinho won a trophy that never existed
Yeah,
before, but
yeah.
now it's there, and West Ham have a chance. So I'm going for 2-1. Uh,
I'm going the other way, unfortunately.
2-1 to Fiorentina.
Yeah,
Maybe even three
I think it'll go to penalties
penalties.
because it's very close. But I think arguably, if like they have players like Simeone, Simeone's kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's there. He can probably do the most. He's okay. The thing is with West Ham, I feel like Moyes' campaign has just been excellent. I'm not saying they'll lose. I don't want them to lose. I would want them to win, but I don't see that happening, me personally. So it might be just a close result, like a 2-1, 1-0, and it all goes to
I'm backing West Ham, by the way, guys.
penalties.
Backing them. English. Let's get it.
Okay, so back to the main talking point, the Champions League. So now this is actually probably the biggest game. This is the most watched final in the world. If
Yeah,
you
dude.
actually do
Like,
know that.
remember.
So yeah, it's the most watched final in the world, and it is the biggest sporting event in the history of the world right now. Billions of people watch this final, and the teams that are in the final are Inter Milan and Man City. So I just wanted to ask, after last weekend, because now City have done the double now.
It's official.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you think they can complete this treble?
No doubt in my mind they will do it. Um, After the United game, David Beckham was, he was like he was starting to accept reality. He was saying, okay, City can do this treble, but then he had he was right. I agree with him. He was like United were the first to do it. They were homegrown players. We know City are basically cheating their way to the top.
It's not been proven that.
It's not been proven, but to look at the squad compared to United's 99 squad, which was
I think with United's 99 squad, remember at the class of 92, which
mm,
is something of great fortune. No one has a golden generation of that caliber
mm,
ever. The only other team I can even think of is Ajax
mm,
and Barcelona. No one has like a group of star
youngsters
youngsters, and then they're going to
coming
turn.
from the roots of the club.
Yeah, and then you have players of the previous generation, like Raheem, of the previous generation, also in that team as well.
Mm.
It's very rare you find the perfect balance. You see, City on the other hand have literally bought their way into it. I think we can use that word. They have,
Mm.
and to say cheating or whatever is not been proven. We don't know for sure, but they're being accused of it. But I think it's very clear that there is something
You are frozen in time.
to be had here with Man
Yeah.
City. Sorry about that, guys. The camera is lagging and something has happened. Let's check what's going on. Let's see what has happened. And I'm going to no, no, no. Yeah. And okay. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties,
Sorry about
but
that.
we are back. Back
Yeah.
in action.
No, sorry. Like we're just using my phone, and like if I positioned it in such a way that it's and I have to now look at the computer now just to make sure it's shut now. But it looks like it's okay now. But okay.
Mm.
What was I saying? Man City. Yeah. So yeah, City literally had to buy into getting into this point. They had to invest loads of money, and it's not like we haven't been investing. We haven't
Mm.
been investing effectively.
They just do it properly.
They do it way better
They
than
do it
we do.
better.
And like, it's not about, and it's clear. We say, oh, they bought the league, but they buy better than all of us. Do you know that since Arteta came, we've spent the same amount as City? Do you know that?
That's painful.
Do you understand?
That's painful.
You
And
understand?
they always number one.
You see, but like, City have been spending for years. You guys have spent more than City, but it shows that you guys have been making poor purchases. They literally invested in players. Like, let me even make an example. So when they bought Kevin De Bruyne, it wasn't famous.
Mm.
It was a hot prospect. They bought Gundogan. He was a very good player at Dortmund. They bought um, Diaz. Like these are, if you think about it, they're nobodies actually until they got to City.
Mm. But they're very good. They just
They were very good. They knew who to buy.
yeah, they
They
just fit the system perfectly. From
exactly.
what I see, it's like Rodri and all those guys as well.
They weren't like famous.
Yeah, they
They
just
weren't. They weren't like, "Ah, what's he gonna do? You know, like what? Like we were thinking, what's this guy gonna do? Like perfect example this season, and this is actually proof that they are very good at buying. Is Akanji.
mm,
Akanji they bought him for £15 million, and I'm saying this now, no cap. You guys will talk about the Sandro Martinez, he's signing of the season. His price tag, his impact in that defense, because Pep has literally changed his entire way of playing. And Ake.
mm.
Ake just came out of nowhere. Ake's been there for a while. We thought, flop.
Bournemouth, Bournemouth boy.
We thought, like, we even thinking now, like, oh, Calvin Phillips, flop. Give him through 2, 3 years. He'll start playing and you'll be doing the most. Like, I can't, I can't actually hate on City for their purchases because they've been doing them so well, and they're far sighted. They're like Grealish this season is a revelation. It took him time. We thought, flop this season, 100 million. That guy doesn't need to score a lot of goals.
Mm,
It's what he does on the pitch
mm.
that matters.
It's the way they play together. That's the most
Exactly.
important part of
Exactly.
Guardiola's system. Um, it's not about goals, goals, goals. They've got Haaland for that. They just need players to
That's a
yeah,
bargain. How much they bought him for?
like
Absolutely. The man isn't about whether or not Haaland should be a player because, I mean, rated as a player because his ability on the ball isn't really as good as many other players, but his goal scoring ability is exceptional. It's second to none. So for me, anyone who doubts Erling Haaland is foolish. They thought he was gonna flop, and they said Nunes was gonna be a success.
they still say Nunes can score more than Allen till this day.
Oh my god!
I've never seen the
Just
evidence of that.
like Haaland already in his first season has scored 50 goals, and this is not even his best.
Mm.
This is he struggled.
He did in certain games. He's been quite quiet. He never scored against Chelsea this season, which is a shock of the season. I think.
And they destroyed.
I know they destroyed them, but I mean, Haaland netted against all our teams except for Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Like yeah, and like there's then the thing of like their backup players like Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez for me um, is quite exceptional because that guy has scored 70 goals. Someone that doesn't start a lot of games, he has scored 17 goals
Mm.
this season. It's mad.
So I don't like talking about Man City. I want to get on to Inter.
No.
We are raving about this team.
No,
They've been amazing, but come on, bro.
no, but like we can.
This is a final. This is two teams. This is two teams. It looks like it's gonna be like this.
We'll get to Inter. We'll get to Inter. So, on the other hand, they're actually the underdogs in this match.
Ooh,
Inter.
yeah, definitely.
But when they beat Milan, I was like, this is not going to be an easy game for City.
The way they beat them, clean sheet, 3 goals.
You understand?
Yeah,
and they held
it.
Yeah,
clean sheets.
yeah, that's the other thing.
Mm.
They're probably one of barring. So it's Napoli were exceptional this season, but we overlooked Inter
Mm.
and AC as well, two of the most defensive teams in that league.
Yeah.
Something ironically Juventus have lost over the years. So Inter have an interesting, challenge to City, as they are a typical Italian team.
Typical defense. They're gonna park that bus,
Buzz.
and City. If you're gonna want to score a goal, it's gonna have to be like something really special.
And there's very interesting players, and one of the players are linked with actually is Hoyland.
Oh, is it there? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Atalanta.
No, is it? Oh, it's Atlanta.
It's the kids again.
It's the kids. They
It's
look the same.
confusing, yeah.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
But there's Barella.
There's Dzeko,
There's Dzeko.
Mkhitaryan,
Lukaku.
Sano.
Lautaro Martinez is probably one of their best players,
Mm.
and they have a number of players in that team. Dumfries.
Oh, dumbass.
Yeah.
Dumfries. Yeah.
Dumfries. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dumfries is there, but they have a decent squad. Would I say they don't have a chance? They definitely have a chance because of the way they're so defensive.
And the way they set up, the way they defend, the way they counter.
Yeah.
If City's not careful, the atmosphere could really turn on the day. If you know those games where City are losing to teams like Spurs and whatnot, and they're trying everything, but it's just not working out.
You see, like they struggled against Brentford this year.
They never won against Brentford. They lost twice.
Exactly.
And something like that could happen.
And the thing is, like, normally City walk into matches thinking that they've already won the match. But I think this is a different kettle of fish.
Mhm.
And like in as much as we were raving about Man City and the transfers and achievements, we need to also credit um, Inter as well for their progression as a club over the years. And let's give credit to Simeone Inzaghi,
Inzaghi.
the brother of the famous Inzaghi,
Yeah.
who's actually a tactical genius. Actually, the way he plays the ball, he's a bit old school in terms of Italian stuff.
Mm.
It's funny that the Italians are the ones that actually taught us how to press high. You see the way we press,
Mhm.
go forward, high, like high defensive line. They were the ones that actually did it. Ironic, right? Because they're the ones known for
Sitting,
exactly.
parking that bus.
Yeah, so I feel like this game could potentially be a very interesting match because City are playing an entity they don't really understand.
And that egg guy with the egg video.
if
If what's the name? If Inter win the Champions League, we need to go congratulate that guy, give him medals, and let him predict all the games after that. Because nobody would see, like, I think everybody thinks Man City is just gonna
roll them over, yeah.
yeah, it's just gonna be a walk in the park. But it's a Champions League final. It's a big game, and I'm looking forward to it, man. Saturday, come on, Saturday. Let's bring it on. Let's see what happens.
So, score prediction?
After everything we said, I'm going 3-1 Man City. It reminds me too much of that Juventus and Barcelona final.
No, but Juventus. Let me just get on Juventus quickly. This is not like everyone's shocked Juventus are like this. This has been happening for years. And no one noticed because Juventus are always winning in the Italian leagues. Now, everyone got better. It just showed how bad Juventus was the whole time. And they was like, no, but they got points deducted. Even if they got points deducted, they were still going to lose those matches.
True. Like it's something that's been coming for a long time.
Yeah, so it's been years. They haven't really looked after the squad. It looks like they've been meddling with money too, in a messed up way.
Mm.
And I don't know how City get away with this.
We'll get them.
We'll get
We'll
them,
get them.
hopefully. But I don't like no. You know what, man? If they cheated, they cheated. If they didn't, they let's give them credit. But we can't deny that there's something fishy about those transfers, bro.
Mm.
You can't just make 100 million out of nowhere. These sponsors that actually don't exist.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I had a City fan, but like, I need a City fan who's been a City fan throughout, not because he was an Arsenal fan
Mm.
or a Chelsea fan, and God forbid a former United fan. It's actually tragic if they do that.
Is what it is.
But I guess we'll see. I'm rooting for Inter actually.
We all are, bro. Like,
I say 1-0 to Inter, and that game's gonna stay like that.
yeah.
And they'll be shocked. They won't
Yeah.
they won't like. Have you ever seen City? But we've seen it.
We've seen it
See,
in the
like,
Champions League, especially.
like City in a situation they don't know or understand. They can't really.
City.
Yeah, City. Yeah,
They can't City.
they can't. Yeah, they can't do.
They can't rap.
They can't adapt to a situation they're trying to understand. And like one team that has proven that throughout was Brentford.
Mm.
United, if you counter, you beat them.
Mm. Tottenham.
Liverpool, counter, you beat them.
Spurs.
Spurs,
Kane.
Kane, just hit. Yeah, that's it. And just hope and pray, Die and Sanchez and Romero hold it together that day.
What they do for some reason, which is weird.
Anyway, I actually wanted to end of the video here because we're having very difficult times with this camera, but I think it's because of network.
Mm.
But I actually wanted to run over something quickly. So we have found out that Tottenham have a new manager now.
Mm. And Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos.
Yeah.
Wow, what a name.
Isn't he like Romanian?
I don't know. I just know this man is coming straight from winning a treble and he's coming to Spurs with that won a trophy in over almost 2 decades. It's been bad for Spurs. It's been
It's
bad.
almost 2 decades because the last time they won a trophy was actually 2008
Uh,
Carabao.
oh, it was called the Carling Cup. I think.
That was League Cup.
League Cup.
Carling Cup was like 10 years
You see, it's been a long time for Spurs, but with the new manager, I think let's give him a chance. But if he loses his first 10 matches, don't sack him. Just don't do what you did to Nuno. Or if he wins his first 3 games, like Nuno did, and then starts losing from then on,
Don't sack him.
just give the man a couple of years, please. Like, like the Premier League it's unforgiving. Like he could like do badly, and they could sack him like early. But I hope for his sake that he knows what he's getting himself into.
I hope so too. But the only problem with Tottenham is Tottenham. And Levy is the biggest person I
He
have to agree.
doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Like if he cared, he wouldn't have kept so many of those bad players for so many years. Like you'd have to be more ruthless. Like Mourinho was even the likes of Mourinho and Conte were trying to make an example saying, no, I can't work with this.
Oh, Conte, what was he saying?
I've never
I've never in my
my
life
life.
had an experience like this. This one is bad. The club don't care. The players don't care. The fans, I feel for them. Just sack me. That's what he was saying in the interview. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. But for this guy, dude, I
I
hope,
listen. I wish him all the
I
best,
hope and
Shane.
pray like he makes it at least in the top six. If you don't, and you know the top six right now up there, there's some good teams. United, Arsenal, Newcastle, City. I think they will stay up there. Liverpool will creep in. Chelsea, if they might. To some Brighton is there. So Spurs have got a job on their hands. This guy's got a job on his hands.
Okay, I want now. I think I wanted to leave this off nicely, but actually now something else came in my head. Now. I feel like we had this discussion, but it annoys me. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this. So everyone's comparing Man United and Arsenal seasons, and this is like a talking point
Mm.
that I cannot stress.
Well, let me say this. Arsenal have been in the title race for as long as any of our teams could compete for. They had a very good season. They've improved from going to fifth to being in a title race. That's massive improvement. They shocked everybody, and we don't give them enough credit for what they've done. They bottled it at the end. We all know what happened. We saw, but we have to give them credit for the consistency. I think Man United started horribly. We were like 20th. Um, People were writing our season off already when we lost our first two games. And I think Ten Hag and Casemiro and those signings, they really, it was too little too late at that time. Like we couldn't really mount a challenge because of the way we started. But I feel like
I feel
we
like
came up.
I feel like with United, you guys were a bit stretched because the expectation was to get into Europe, whether it was Europa or Champions League. But I think it was better to get into the Champions League
Mm.
because of the traction of playing in the
Oh no,
biggest.
now we link to everybody
You see,
because we're in the Champions League.
if you finished fifth, it would have been a problem.
Hmm.
It would have like you wouldn't have attracted that. You Man United, you got Pogba in Europa League. Just
Wow.
yeah, like yeah.
And
So
Zlatan too.
and and freaking Lukaku, like you understand what I'm saying. So I don't think it would have mattered where you guys finished. However, I think Arsenal has developed from leaps and bounds considering where they were. I don't think any team has been as bad as Arsenal have been in years.
Except for Spurs.
It's up and down with them.
Mm.
It's like 3 years, then out of the Europe. 3 years out of Europe.
Mm.
Like it's a weird thing with Spurs.
Mm.
I'm like, no, where you're I'm just like, dude, just stop. You're gonna end up like Leicester.
Relegated.
No, but I'm not even joking. With Spurs' situation, and I don't even want to like at them at this, but if they're not careful, because consider this, right? How much did the team? How much did Luton get for getting promoted?
No idea.
It was over 100 million, dude.
Luton.
Luton,
Luton Gardens.
yeah, Luton
Um,
got over 100 million. Imagine Vincent Company, Burnley, and Sheffield also got 100 million as well. This money these small teams have from the championship, or they already have the money to mount a challenge in the league. It's guys like Bournemouth. I'm worried about Palace. You have to be worried about
Wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah.
They need to give that guy what he needs. I think with Wolves, they need to give Dr. Tate what he needs. I'm telling you, that guy's very good.
Fulham have been okay for second season.
Syndrome, yeah. But I don't think because remember with Leeds for example, first season they did well, whatever. Second season they didn't win but they're no games. Look at that. It freaking collapsed. Then they lost Calvin Phillips. They didn't replace him properly. It all fell apart.
Mm.
So this league is cruel. One thing I can say, it's very cruel. And if Tottenham, they're treading on very thin ice. Yes, they're keeping on to Kane, mediating This
Let him go.
like it.
He's gonna go for free if you don't let him go now.
Just let him go.
Because he's definitely gonna go.
And if you guys, even if you guys finish in the top half, but you are attempting to do something very different, and then as the years go on, you get better and better and better.
Mm,
I would actually admire Spurs more for doing that, not trying to make a quick fix team every season and hope for the miracles,
mm,
because that's a waste of money. And when these players who turn out to be crap turn to what they are, it will lead to a situation that you cannot control. You can't get rid of the wages. You can't get rid of these players. It's gonna be hard to get rid of them because remember you have to pay them all.
mm.
You see, so they're more focused on hosting Beyonce, who didn't even come. They followed that too. They couldn't get her.
It was gonna be like the Kim Cakers.
So I just hope Spurs figure it out. I wish that guy all the best. Arsenal United are gonna be the big clubs, and Newcastle,
with City up there.
and Newcastle.
Um,
Chelsea, it's also a rebuild. That one, because you know what? Same with Chelsea. Chelsea have to also take their time with it. They can't rush now, because if they rush, that's when everything falls apart.
they need to give Poch what Poch wants.
And give him time.
Yes, that's what they didn't give Potter, and they just sacked him like this.
I even like with Potter, I saw something was happening. I was like,
Yeah,
this
like
is like I was like,
he was
holy
starting to.
Joe.
Yeah, like he was losing games, but he wasn't getting destroyed. Like it's
Exactly.
not like he wasn't playing well. You know,
Exactly.
it's just the combos never communicated.
Like no, not
Unfortunately.
thing is like to win it's actually very difficult. But like once you're used to a certain way of playing,
Like
it was
he
coming
was chopping and changing, but he was seeing what's
what
best,
best
for
for the
Chelsea,
team. Exactly.
and they sacked him before he even had a chance.
I hear he's linked with Crystal Palace.
Let him go to Palace, bro. What's his name?
Roy Hodgson.
He's too old, and he's like wants to rest now.
He said he wants to rest.
He wants to rest. Give that toppy a rest.
Give him like a retirement.
Yeah.
Keep them in the league.
Just
Yeah, so
let him. Like he saved you guys from. I don't even think Vieira was gonna get relegated, but
I don't think so too.
anyway,
I don't think so too.
so
But
I don't know what he saved them from, but he made them
they
win.
panicked.
They
No,
panicked.
they
panicked.
really panicked, and like it wasn't going well because I'll be honest. I even told like those guys on the you should take the challenge. They're very nice. I told them like, listen, like there was nothing wrong with the season. I know you guys drew a shit out of games, but like
You weren't losing.
you weren't losing. You were getting points. You weren't in a you were in a relegation fight, but it was feasible to make it versus not making it.
Mm.
But I think what they needed was an immediate reaction to get out of the relegation fight, which they did successfully. However, the players that are there, like where he Olise turning Ize into a proper player now, that's down to Vieira.
Mm. He built them up.
He built them up nicely. And he got like the other Decoy, not the one at Everton. Oh, Everton. Oh.
Everton, no, they won't. Everton, for
Next
some
year.
reason, they always
Oh,
survive.
no,
They
no,
are
no.
survivors, bruh.
We said Southampton. Now,
No, Southampton got robbed the whole season. They deserve what they got.
but Everton, it's kind of late.
Everton, they need to invest in their team. Otherwise, they are going to finish 20th. They're going to be Southampton 2.0.
I think next season, obviously, I say one of the teams that got promoted is always the weakest. So I think the weakest is Luton. Because no, and no offense to them, I think what they did is incredible. I think what they from where they were, it's
What about
absolutely
Sheffield? What do you think they'll do?
they'll make it.
They'll nick it.
They'll make it. It's Luton, Bournemouth. Bournemouth are lucky this. Bournemouth is very lucky this.
Yeah, Bournemouth are current.
And it's either Everton and actually saw something crazy. So you know that game I put them on. So my brother was surprised with it. He has that video version. And he was like, he would say that both and everything. He was like, my guy, Tottenham have everything. I was like, I'll say this now. One thing about that game, in terms of predicting, it's the wildest game. It's a simulation. But then I had to go. I went and saw what happened.
Isn't this a simulation? What we're
Yeah.
living in?
Uh,
We
it's
don't.
another conversation for another day. But
We-
don't get too deep now. This is football show. Then I saw what happened, and I'm not gonna lie. In that simulation, everything that happened to Tottenham, the you know it was the thing that collapsed. KMB.
Yeah, dude, if Kane leaves, that's 30, 40, because he creates as well. We forget that Kane makes assists and he builds up goals. So if Kane leaves, there's 30 goals minus.
The
So
assists,
the
the goal,
assists,
the goal, the
the,
genuine goal,
the
the chances
threat,
created, yeah,
the threat
yeah, the threat
of
is
Tottenham will be,
diminished.
yeah, like
There's no creative.
Son can't do that on his own.
Kulusevski's going. He's
Yeah,
gone. He's gone. Like he's
Mora went.
Mora went.
Then Juma's not staying. Like,
He just came.
yeah,
He
like
just arrived.
he went is like, okay, this ain't for me. Back to Villarreal.
Was he on loan?
Yeah, I was on loan.
Ah, late.
Um,
Late.
what else?
Who else are we missing?
I thought no, Richarlison. Oh my
Yo.
gosh.
But no, they didn't use him. Shame. They actually didn't use him. And I blame them for not using him. I think he's a very good player. But you have to use him. So I think that guy will figure it out. But
Hopefully for his
sell
sake.
Kane. I'm saying this now. Sell Kane and build a team better. What that in that simulation, they sold Kane, but they bought someone to replace Kane. Do you see?
Yeah.
That's not solving the problem. Sell Kane and build on that money.
Mm.
Sell Son, build on that money. Like the time for that Potter, let it go.
Kane and Son is done.
And I'm gonna even say this. This is no, don't take this personally. United, you need to move away from this. The fact that you've kept him there.
Mm.
With the memories. Him there watching the games. Wenger didn't even do that. Wenger came back after 3 years being away.
Because he thought you were gonna win the league.
No, but he hadn't know, but he hadn't been back for so long. That it just showed he was happy that we left him behind.
Mm.
He was happy that we
The
left him
thing is
behind.
with Ferguson,
Leave.
like he wants to be there. That's the thing.
No,
We can't tell him, hey, don't come to games.
No, but do you think Wenger don't want to be there? He wants to be there, but they hurt him.
Yeah, you must watch the pain. You have to accept.
No,
the
but
pain.
but when he left, it was on bad terms. Like he left on good terms.
The best, he won the league.
You see, with that crap, with
Yeah,
with Cleverly,
that wasn't
and,
the best
and
United
Phil
team.
Jones.
I don't know how he did that because Man City was also strong those years.
Yo, Aguero,
Aguero, Silva,
Balotelli,
Yaya
Yaya
Toure,
Toure,
Dzeko, they had all these guys.
yeah.
And you know what?
Jovetic. Remember
Yeah.
Jovetic? Yeah.
Ferguson was just like, you know what? With all City's money, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna win this league.
Without-
Last time with this crap team,
And he did it.
he did it.
And he has my respect for that. But like, you guys need to like kind of like move away from Moyes. Move away. You've already moved away from Moyes. Now you have to move away from Pompey. Now you have to move away from Mourinho.
Mm.
There's still players
I think
from those eras.
the thing is, if the Haya goes, there's no Fergie player left. Like we've completely moved away from Ferguson, and
I don't think he'll go next season.
but
I
he's
think-
gonna be going soon. I heard he's linked to Saudi.
No,
Another one linked to Saudi.
just take him, dude.
Yeah.
Like, just sell him for like 30 million or something. Because he's
Yeah.
old now.
And Maguire might be going to Spurs.
He's gone. Take him too. That's it.
Imagine Dyer and Maguire.
Yo.
Dude, all Spurs are gonna get robbed, especially against fast players.
Just if you're gonna use Maguire, just because they play with the three,
Mm.
just put him in the center and let him sit, and just let him play out of the.
You
Just
can't play out of the back.
no,
though.
but just leave him there.
he's useless.
Just leave him there.
He's Maguire.
Just make him the last.
He makes guys. No matter where that guy goes, he's gonna make a guy, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's done. It's over.
But like United, like kind of need to move away from. But like I was saying, you guys need to like, and already it's a good start for Ten Hag because you guys have been able to make the most of the players that you have. You managed to get wins. The only thing that's lacking for me is a balanced midfield. Let's be freaking real.
Mm-hmm.
If it won't focus on that,
There's nothing.
there's nothing.
Um,
You need new midfielders. You need new
Strikers.
defenders. You need new strikers. Left, right back. I wouldn't worry about it because and also this thing that pisses me off. Why are people asking for a new right back at United? Dalo's like what 24. One Bissaka is
24.
that's peak age right backs. Leave them there to grow,
Mm.
and you can teach them.
Mm.
Leave them there. Sure, maybe kicking on a little bit. He's like what 27,
Yeah.
and Malas is 21 now. So he's a bit raw for my liking. Maybe need a long bring back Dallas to push better again.
Mm.
But like for me, like there's a lot of work there, especially in midfield. And if you get a striker, a proper striker,
Mm.
then everything's just gonna come. Like you need a player that can run that midfield, make everything cog, connect. Because when I saw you guys playing against City last weekend,
Mm.
it was so slow. It
Disjointed.
was disjointed,
Like,
lethargic. You
dude.
didn't know where you're gonna go.
Ericsson pissed me off in that game, bro.
And
Yes.
I'm saying this now. I even told someone on not Instagram, Twitter, it's like, because there was like he was responding to the links of Hannibal being linked to moves away from the club. I was like, do not let this boy go,
Mm.
as you did with Ghana. Do
Yeah.
not let, do not, like right now, this ain't the time to let go of your kid. This is not the time.
Yeah. Keep Iqbal, keep Hannibal.
Keep Ahmed.
Yeah.
Keep your kids. Look at Kanacho.
Oh, Kanacho.
Yeah, like
He's a
like
star, that boy.
he's the future.
Oh, he's good, bro.
Like if Rashi
Did you see the impact he made coming off the bench? Like
exactly
Pep was
he's-
worried.
Yeah,
Pep
he was
like,
worried.
it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, like you see, like he was stressed. He was like this. You know,
every
that
time Kanacho like he
Yeah.
almost scored. You see how close it is?
that
The
boy.
ball curve.
Listen, that boy. He gives me. You know when Martinelli first came, that boy gives me those vibes, and it's good because that boy can score 15, 20, 30 if groomed right.
Mm.
If you groom him right, but you need someone to connect it up front.
Mm.
This is why, like, there's that Hoyland kid. But I'll go for the sample. I'll go for it. Like someone now.
Mm.
The sample Martinez. Getting that guy.
Toro.
Vitoro.
Toro.
Vitoro.
We've got Lisandro. Now we need a Toro.
Yeah, Vitoro. Yeah, Vitoro. Yay.
He's a baller, bro. It reminds me like of an Aguero in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's dope.
But like unlike Aguero, he's a big bastard too.
It's this little buff. I hope he bullies Man City's defenders. I heard Walker might not play because of his back. That's problem. And United, if City don't win the treble, that's United because there were people that were bullying
Walker, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
that game.
yeah.
They were on him.
Yeah, no, but he's been on like his last leg this
He's
season.
quick as hell. I
No,
will give him that.
but like not as quick as he used to be. Remember how quick he was?
He was.
He was one of the fastest. So he was one of the fastest players in the Premier League. But as his age has come, I don't know how he's maintained his quality for so long.
Bro,
But like
he's fit.
he's
I'll give
fit.
him
Yeah,
that.
he's fit. But like for how long? Because now he could be potentially in a situation where, you know, what's his name, Schweinsteiger.
Mm.
Crutches.
Crutches.
Like
bro.
if he's not careful, just I wouldn't. I think Pep has not found a suitable replacement, and it's hard to find a suitable right back. I've seen it before now. It's hard.
Mm.
But someone who can come in and do what Walker's been doing.
He's getting rid of Cancelo, so
Yeah, because that's beef.
yeah. Dude.
But he beefs with everyone. That's
The
bad.
thing is, I think Cancelo makes City better because of the way he attacks as well.
You see, that's a thing. But Cancelo is not a right back. He's a
Yeah.
left back.
He plays everywhere.
No, but he's a left back.
Mm.
You see, so
He can be a winger if you wanted to be that guy.
no, he's very good. And like, I was even thinking because we're also linked with Cancelo as well.
Take him.
I'd take him.
Take him.
People,
bro.
you know, like, and it's United. It's not you. It's United fans say, why are you taking all this? The same City reject that scored 2 goals against you guys.
The thing is,
Gundogan.
As a City reject in City is doing that is the thing, but doing it in another team is a different story.
You see, but like, look at all the players that have left City. They're very good players. Dzeko is a former City player, and he's the man leading Inter Milan's strike force.
And it's old.
He's old. Navas, City reject apparently. Do you understand? Like these are City have quality players, and to negate that is madness. You wouldn't want to take a City player because they're your rivals. I would take any of the players. Morris, bring him, bring him now.
Yeah, but the thing is that that's the flaw.
Bring me Foden.
The flaw is with City players, you get them and then City still win the league.
No, but like that's the thing about Pep. But that's Pep. Pep will make it work with or without. That's that's Pep for you.
But I think Haaland, that's a cheat code, bro. Like, nah.
And then behind him there's Alvarez.
And De Bruyne,
And De Bruyne.
like
But hey, De Bruyne is actually getting more goals. You know what
he can't run. They
Can't
take him
run.
off at the 70th minute.
you mean. Yeah, he can't run. He's now
His legs are giving in.
Yeah,
His quality is there, no doubt. He's passing
Yeah,
and everything, but you can frustrate De Bruyne.
and piss him off. Yeah,
Yeah, he'll get a red face and
he start
you-
crying.
he'll start crying like he did against Chelsea. And if he does that in the finals, they are not winning. I'm sorry. If Inter somehow piss off De Bruyne and they keep him quiet, who's giving the ball to Haaland? Besides maybe Gundogan, because if you United's
still
mistake
Bernardo.
was there's still Bernardo, but Bernardo you can also like
It's
Shaw
Mahrez.
Shaw contained him.
Like if the thing is with City, if
They can
it's-
just change it
You
up.
can shut up De Bruyne, but someone's gonna do it.
Someone
Rodri
will- someone will
like
pop up.
yeah, Stones.
Mm.
It's Stones, guys. That guy should be a defensive midfield.
Stones is doing the most, bruh.
Yes, yes,
But I'm just saying if
the
like,
way he kept your midfield quiet.
yeah, but this was they overloaded the
No,
midfield.
but that's the problem. See, you don't know what
They
you do.
overloaded it, and we've got Ericsson in there. It's not fair, bro. And Fred, come on, bro. Come on. When I saw the lineup, man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I saw United's lineup and City's lineup. I was like,
Yeah,
they coming at us with De Bruyne and Gundogan. We coming at them with Ericsson and Fred. There's nothing. Bruno and Casemiro is the only ones. Rashford, sharp. Sancho, nothing.
Nothing.
They should have started with Garnacho.
they should have
That's
actually.
what I was saying, and nobody.
They should have
Nobody
actually
listens. Nobody listens.
no. But like you can't play Rashi on the right now.
No, we want to play him in the middle. Garnacho left. Bruno
Bruno
was
on the right.
was playing right. Remember, Sancho does not deserve to start games.
So, because now I'm seeing links with Van der Beek as well leaving now as well.
Let him go.
I don't think he wants to leave.
He doesn't.
Okay.
It's like he loves the club. Ten Hag was his guy.
No, they're boys.
They're
there's
boys.
no there's no beef. There's no
But
beef. But like he wants to play.
where
the
is
thing
he
is-
gonna play?
But the thing is the level. I'm saying this now. If it went, the reason why I brought Ericsson is because Van der Beek was not 100%. If that ball is 100%, he wouldn't have this ball. Van der Beek is that. Van der Beek is that.
I also like him, but dude, like
When I saw him play, when you guys, I know you guys lost to, was it Watford? When he came on,
Made a difference,
Did you
yeah.
see that the way he was
he was
dictating-
linking.
No,
and,
you see, he was no, not just linking. He was dictating. He was like, "Go there, you go there, you do this," and I was like, "That's Van der Beek." But like, it's gonna take some time to get him right, and I don't think you have that time because now you jumped into capital.
Mm.
You're linked with players now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you'll get Mount because now they're asking for too much money.
80, they crazy.
Fuck them. But like, fuck them. Like they in their own little world. No, because you know why? Because they don't want to live. But Mount don't want to stay.
Mm.
So rather play them out.
Get him for free.
Free,
next
yeah,
year.
like they don't let him go. Ah, okay, we'll wait it out. We'll keep talking to him nice, and then he'll come to
We'll
us.
butter him up.
Yeah, like just like I feel like next season is gonna be very interesting because the thing is, what pisses me off. I know you just credited Arsenal as well for this season, but like one thing that irritates me it's is there a bias against Arsenal and United? I'll say this now: there is a bias against United, but there's also this bias against Arsenal. It's like they don't want our teams to succeed.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And the thing is, like, they had, was it Mitchy Richards? I say Mitchy, it's Makai Richards, but they call Mitchy.
Mm.
But like,
The pundits.
yeah, the pundits, they had Mitchy Richards, they had Reiki, Carragher,
Mm.
and it was your game in the final.
Mm.
He said, it was only Mitchy that said Arsenal in the top to challenge. Everyone else.
They weren't sure.
No, they're like, but even last year, they were like, mm, I don't think Arsenal will make it in the year.
You know, the thing is,
Like, you guys are used to. So here's my problem. You guys are used to Wenger's Arsenal. You're not used to Arsenal being something they're not. I understand there's history. I know there's context. Arsenal's history is like that. It is like that. But you can't base it. I'm looking at this season, and this is not even our final form. This is not where the story ends. This is where now we have to like step up even further. I was thinking at the beginning of the season, we're gonna finish fourth. All right, we're gonna just now start to contend, and that was it. I did not expect a title challenge. The fact that we've title challenged with this team just shows that we're not even. That was so close. Was so close. Like even the goals. You know how many goals we scored this season?
like 91.
It's over 100, dude.
Oh, in total.
In all comps, it's over 100.
Us too, but we finished third.
God. You guys as well.
Without a striker.
Do you see? No, but that's the problem I have. They're saying like Liverpool coming back. Based on what information is this? You have no midfield. You have no defense. No solid defense. Your players are getting old. You're buying nobodies again.
Oh, they bought McAllister.
They're buying this guy from is it Manu Kune.
Yeah.
Who the hell is these people? You could Turam. You already have strikers. you have four.
That's what I'm like. They're going all out attack and it's gonna end badly.
You need defenders. You need midfielders.
You need solidity.
There's no solidity. Fabinho is pop now.
He's dead.
He's not a hard pop. He's soft pop. You know when the pup is like this. He's dead.
Yeah, Fabinho, he's
dead.
I never expected that.
Van Dijk dead. If they don't do something about Robertson soon, they're also screwed. Robertson is also starting. I'm seeing this now. Trent is sharp.
As a midfielder.
As a no. Give it.
Whatever. Move him. He's not a right back.
Henderson. He's getting there.
He's Milner 2.0.
He's Milner 2.0. Hoping and praying.
Thiago, there's nothing.
He's gone.
They just need to.
He's got like
move on from Thiago. It doesn't work, bro. He's a baller. I'll give him that.
But here's my question: when they signed him, I was genuinely confused. I was like, why are you signing him in the first place? He doesn't fit what you guys are doing. He fits a United. He fits an Arsenal. He fits a Man City. A team that is more slower on the ball in terms of build-up. Liverpool are quick, and move quick. Thiago is a player that you need to give him time on the ball. The other thing was the injuries. Klopp doesn't like players who get injured a lot. Look,
he's always injured. They'll play 3 games. He'll be out for the rest of the season. They'll come back. I'm confused with Thiago's injury. Like, where is his injury? They never even say what it is. Like, just say he's
Liverpool.
Injured.
There's a lot with Liverpool that they need to still do. I get that they have a strike force, an incredible strike force. That strike force ain't going away. But what if Salah stops scoring goals? Not like today. Let's say Salah's goals are halved because they've already halved.
Yeah, basically.
He scored what? How many goals is it? 19
in the league.
And in total, it's like 20.
No, it's 30. So he's got his 30 mark.
But in the league, it's 19.
It's 19. I mean, usually he would get 30.
But it's still like there. But I'm just saying, let's say he cuts his goals.
Like it becomes 10.
Where are the goals coming from? Because bear in mind,
Diaz hasn't proven himself yet.
No, but he's fine. is not the issue. Jota is not the issue. Nunes is a problem.
Mm. Gakpo.
Gakpo, there's something there, but they need to like hone him. They need to like look after that boy. That boy is gonna be. If you put him up front, that boy's gonna be a big problem. You saw what he did to you guys.
We were babalas that day.
But
That
like
was his last performance.
offensively, I have no issue with Liverpool. I think they are gonna be a force next season. I don't think that is enough when your back line is gonna get hit also goals at the back.
Mm.
The reason why they hit you guys 7 is because again, babalas. but
Mm.
but again, you are not like complete too.
Mm.
If they played City, what happened with City?
Wow.
What happened with City? Arsenal, they also kind of struggled.
Mm.
They haven't beaten Arsenal this year. Not
Mm.
one game they beat Arsenal, and they're like, just calm down, shush.
Yeah.
But like, but no offense to Liverpool fans. Like, if any Liverpool fan would ever watch this, just take this advice, guys. If you want to compete, but I know your owners as well. Your owners are also full of shit. They also do Glazer shit as well. They don't give the right amount of money. They don't give the right amount for players. They also tend to be cheap about it as well.
Cheapskates. They're
They are
going
the
for Thuram and them, which are free players. Like, if a player is for free, it means his value is,
they've already put money for McAllister.
yeah.
That's a bit, and I'll be honest, it's a bit cheaper than I thought. But if you're gonna buy McAllister and then you get this corner, I think it's like what 30, between 30 40 million for him. That's already 100 million gone to two midfielders.
It's not necessarily improving
I
situation.
get the Kune one because actually I have to look him up and check him out. And I'm like, okay, I get that they need an engine or whatever, but they got that engine now.
Mm.
But now, who's behind him? Milner? I mean,
Mama's
Henderson.
gone.
Henderson's behind him.
Yeah. Fabinho. Fabinho
Curtis
needs, they
Jones.
need to
Lord have
they
mercy.
need to sort out the they need to we've gotten rid of like Keita and Oxlade and all these guys, but there's still players there where
I'm more worried about.
Elliot and all those guys.
I'm
I
no,
don't know.
but I'm more worried about like Fabinho. They need a new DM outright
And that's
because
hard, bruh.
it's hard, but it needs to be done. If you don't get that new DM,
And they're not linked with Caicedo or Rice or any
no,
of these
no,
guys.
but they're too expensive for them.
That's sad.
The fact that like this is the wild part. For years, they were saying Arsenal don't have the pull. Arsenal do. We are about to get Declan Rice, Caicedo, and get another player on top of that, just to put the cookie on top for it.
Bruh, Caicedo's coming to United.
He's not.
Watch this. Watch this, bruh. You'll get Rice. We'll get Caicedo. And when we play each other, it's gonna be lit.
I'd love we have both. Then who has the last love? But no. But the thing is, well, from what I heard, is that Rice has a shitload of options, right? So there's too many options to go to. So it's United, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Chelsea have not pulled it. Remember Chelsea wanted him for years.
Mm.
Now look at that. Can't even get him now.
Mm.
Say no, but we got Mount, they're friends. Your friend is not gonna join you
In the pits.
in the pits. He'd rather leave.
Mount wants to dip.
Mount was the dips, and he was like, I'm gonna dip, you know. But like, what I see, what's gonna happen is it's very interesting to see what happens because I feel like if you guys get Caicedo, that's a 100% because you don't solely rely on. But the thing is, now where's Casemiro? So that's the other thing. It has. The thing is, your transfers have to make sense.
Mm.
Mount, Mount makes sense. Rice makes sense. But I feel like Arsenal are gonna get Rice. That one's happening. Caicedo, I'm not too sure about
Mm.
because it's iffy now.
Also, too much money. I'm sure Arsenal
Like they
wanna,
no.
I heard Arsenal want to go for Lukaku. But how do you feel about that?
Not a bad idea.
Would you take him
I would.
after all the shit you've seen?
No. You know why? Because we can give niggas on them. Jesus can't do it. Lukaku can do it.
Mm.
Jesus is everywhere, bro.
Jesus needs to be disciplined positionally.
Like, just be
He
like,
needs
dude,
to chill,
I
bro.
understand you in part of the build up. It's cool and all, but you are here to score
Where's the
goals.
goals? Where-
I can't be asking Bakayo Saka
Mm,
and freaking Odegaard
to do it
to
every
to
time.
do it every time. Like, we need something. Like, if you get Lukaku, if you okay, so you get Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, and on top of that, a Lukaku. How many goals is that? And how many wins is that? It gets closer.
I just hope Lukaku's not as cocky as he was when he
No,
was there by
shame.
us.
I think he's also very low in confidence. That player, you need to butter him up. He wasn't bad at you guys. I think when he left
Mm. He
and
was
went
better
to
at Chelsea though,
no, no,
but
Chelsea.
Chelsea didn't have any players supporting him.
You see, that's the thing. Like, they were hoping he was going to do it by himself. Like, expect, like, that's the problem. Chelsea also expect miracles. That's not how it works.
Number nine, cause
Yeah, they got it now. We
Aubameyang is still there, but he's dipping a
he's
bit. He's
dipping
going
that.
to Saudi. Everybody's
Yeah,
going.
they're like,
Ka-
that's the money.
uh,
Ronaldo's like, hey, yo, there's money here. Let's.
Kante, Ronaldo,
Kante's gone.
Benzema.
Benzema's gone.
I'm sure Modric going there too.
Apparently, didn't he sign a new contract?
I don't know.
Oh, Cruz signed.
Yeah,
Madrid
Modric is
didn't.
holding off. He's hearing about this
Oh,
money. He's
but
like,
like, also Madrid also in a rebuild now.
yeah, but they're building properly, bruh. They got
Bellingham now.
proper
They
players.
got Bellingham now.
Imagine they get Vinicius,
But
Mbappe, all those
what made
guys.
me laugh? Liverpool like, why did they get Bellingham? They wanted 100 million. They're like,
Ah, dude. There's no chance. There's nothing.
only Madrid can pay 100 million upfront.
Like
Like,
it's nothing.
there's nothing. Dude, they paid McAllister 60 mil.
Ugh.
It's gonna go 65 to 70.
Mm,
That's cheap.
mm.
But like, I'll be honest. He'd rather. I think I'm gonna say this now, and I'm. He'll be good at Liverpool, and I think he would have been better at
Or Arsenal.
United. No, 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 Arsenal. You know why? He's on the right.
Order that.
That's what it is. If you want to get someone,
But if Odegaard is cut, like Alistair,
no, can't
who are
do
you
that.
gonna put?
There's still Smith Rowe. There's still Vieira. But I think with because Arteta wants to, they wants to just he wants to basically play with two eights. But the problem is that party position.
Yeah,
see,
you get
Partey-
exposed, my
See,
man.
the thing is with Party, and also Xhaka, we've been using Xhaka.
Xhaka's gone.
Xhaka,
Guys need to move
but
on.
he's not going until we get like a replacement. If we don't get a replacement, he's going.
But that's the problem with having a player that wants to go. You like he's forced to stay. He's not gonna perform.
It's not that he wants to like leave outright, but like he says, I want a new challenge. But like again, yeah, we understand we let him go. But like he's not like, no, I hate this. No, no. Not,
But in his mind, he's done with us now.
yeah.
He even said goodbye to the fans.
He did. He did.
You
He did. He
see.
hugged everyone.
It's late
No, but like he's been wanting to go. Remember since that horrific day.
since
Yeah.
they booed him off.
Yeah. And
But he
like-
came back and redeemed himself.
No, but that's essential. I'm happy that we have now started to look at options. But I'm just concerned like if we don't get that replacement for it, we're screwed. Because Xhaka is too important. They say Rice. I don't see it personally.
Mm.
I don't see what's
Rice gonna go.
Rice gonna do. But Arteta has proven like with freaking Ramsdale, with Ben White,
Mm.
with Odegaard. I knew what Odegaard was gonna do, but I didn't think he was gonna make him a goal scorer. Do you understand? So Trossard still is the best signing I've seen from a January window. That's still for me the best signing
Begos is the best.
I've seen.
Just kidding.
But yeah, but like we can wrap it up now.
Yeah, it was a lovely show. It was nice to be
Man
back, like,
came all this way to do this
from
video.
Esteras to Queenswood, and yeah,
It's actually quite a distance, guys. It's not like two neighborhoods. No, it's quite far. So what? Like almost 30 minutes.
yeah, it's about 30
It's
minutes.
quite it's quite far. So thanks for being with us. Obviously, have to edit out some parts because of glitches or whatever. I just wanted to see what's gonna run.
But so far, it's so good.
But yeah, but please, Malcolm.
Like, now we can do an S together. Subscribe,
Subscribe.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Peace. Take
Peace
care.
out.
I love you guys, and next time.
Something.